Okay. So I enabled the trace. I triggered I have deployed the iFlow one more time. Okay. So I am coming to monitor page again. So I am clicking on overview here. So this is the second message which is processed after I enabled. Okay. After I enabled trace. Okay. Check the difference between these two. So first I am clicking the old one. So I'm clicking the old one. See here, there are 4 status, properties, logs, and artifacts. Click, click on the logs. See what it is showing, log level as info. Okay. So here if you see, again go to the logs, log level is trace. Okay, but there is something we have to click. We can click here. So, and one more thing you observe, trace data is removed after the configured retention time, typically 1 hour. Okay. What is the trace data and all we'll see. Click on this trace. Click on this trace. See now what happens. You can clearly see how the message flows. See the diagram, integration flow. This is the start and message started in this direction it flown. Okay? There is no error here. If there is any error, right? So at that particular place, it will show this envelope, right? Envelope symbol in red color. And there won't be any subsequent envelope symbol, which tells you that at that particular step, message processing failed. Okay. So this trace function helps us to find out at which processing step message is failed. It will help us to troubleshoot the issue. Okay. So we are developing an integration flow and we developed it and we wanted to test. Okay. While doing the testing, so we are getting an error. Right? So where it is giving error, at which step we need to find out first. For that, this trace function will help us. Okay. So whenever you want to troubleshoot, go to the manage integration content and select your iFlow. On the right side, change the trace configuration, change the log configuration to trace. Okay. So that configuration will be available for 10 minutes only. After 10 minutes, it will be reverted to info. So here see start timer, body. Okay. So here, if I want to check the output of this step, right? Output of this step would be found here. Got it? Output of modifies body step is nothing but input to end step. Clear? Something like that. So here you see the body. Hello, this is the first email. Okay. This body will be sent in the mail by using the camel expression. Right? This is the trace function. Here you need to remember 2 things. How long trace configuration will be active? For 10 minutes. Okay. Trace configuration will be active for 10 minutes. And the data that is captured through trace function, that data will be available in the system for 1 hour. That means this particular data, right? This is called data. So after 1 hour, if you again come here and click the trace, if you again come here and click the trace, you don't see all this data. I mean, you will see all these steps, but you will not be able to see this particular payload. This particular payload you will not be able to see. Okay, trace data no longer available, it will show. Okay, that is the thing. Okay. So trace. So In dot body is camel expression we used. Okay. And also we discussed trace. Configuration is for 10 minutes. Automatically reverts to info. Trace trace data available for 1 hour. Okay. So why we use trace function, guys? Anyone? Why we use trace? Why we use trace? Why we use trace? Why we
If
use
any
trace?
of the uh,
To rectify errors.
No, not to rectify.
modify
No, not to modify. To
modification.
identify. Okay.
Identify.
It is a troubleshooting. Trace means troubleshooting. To identify where is the error. To identify where is the error. What is the cause of the error? What is the cause of the error? So it
Okay.
is to troubleshoot. We use trace. Clear?
Yeah, Pradeep.
So, do you have any idea why SAP has come up with this particular trace function, this particular configuration after 10 minutes only, and the trace data will be available for 1 hour only? Is there any intention behind that? I mean, it is a general question. Do you have any idea? Any guess? Not idea. Any guess? Why SAP?
So
Yeah.
not to modify the previous any corrections or like so
Any?
only to trace out the error,
Mm-hmm.
and again after 10 minutes again it will go into info option, right?
Mm.
So within that 10 minutes or 1 hour time period we can find out the error and we can rectify that,
Yeah.
if I'm
Okay.
not wrong, what I understood.
So suppose what would be the difference if SAP has not come up with this option? Suppose it is saying log level trace expires after 10 minutes, right? Assume SAP has not done this particular trick. Okay. So once you enable trace, it will be in trace mode only unless you come back and switch it to info. Do you see any disadvantage doing that? So if you keep it in trace and left it forever, do you see any disadvantage of keeping the iFlow always in trace mode?
Space issues may come.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Space issue. See, guys, we are on cloud. We are on cloud. So cloud may be fast and in every aspect, it is very it is having all advantages. But you have to keep in mind the space on cloud is very costly. Okay. You all have Gmail accounts, right? You all have Gmail accounts. So nowadays, I will tell one simple example. I am using my Gmail account almost for last 15 years, 15, almost 2000, yeah, 15, 16 years. Okay. So that time Gmail is only used for Gmail. Okay. There was no this Google, what we say, I mean, Google Drive, everything was there. Okay. The usage was limited. Nowadays, our mobile, everything is linked to our Gmail. So every app, every photo, every video, it is syncing it to Google Drive or something, Google Photos. So it is occupying the space. So how much space they are giving, guys? How much space they are giving? See, for entire your Google account, whether you use Gmail, whether you use Google Drive, whether you use Google Photos, everywhere, 15 GB free. Okay. So nowadays, how fast 15 GB is filling in your mobile phone? Okay. If I take 2 videos on our mobile, okay, each will become 1 GB for 1 minute, 2 minutes, because the resolutions are very high. They need so much storage. So this 15 GB is filling just like anything. So if I want more, so what happens now? The main plan of Google comes into picture. Okay, main plan of Google is, as time goes on, people's data will increase. Okay, they have to buy space from me. There is no other option. See how costly it is. 100 GB. Okay, 100 GB. If you want 100 GB, you need to pay. Okay, forget out this after this offer. 130 rupees per month. Every month you need to pay 130 rupees. Okay, so you get 100 GB of storage in your Gmail account. To keep that storage forever, you keep on paying 130 rupees per month. Per year, almost 1500, 1200, 12 threes. Yeah, 1500 per year. 2 years, 3000, 3 years. Maybe this after 3-4 years, maybe I need to shift from 100 GB to 200 GB. Again, you need to pay this amount. So why I am telling this example is space on cloud is costly. Okay. So many of your accounts also got full. Okay, my account also full. Okay, I am just removing some data, unnecessary data, videos or movies, some movies. Okay, unnecessary data. So right. So now that is the idea behind keeping this option. So it is all humans. What we say, habit of forgetting.
Business
Okay.
strategy.
Yeah, business strat. Not actually. Yeah, it could be business strategy, and to keep the application not stressed always. Okay. So it is humans' behavior to keep forgetting the things, right? So I have got an error. Okay, I have come to this place to keep it to trace, and I went to debugging, and I forgot to revert it back. What happens when you select trace? What happens is system tries to capture each and every detail of incoming message. Okay. When system logs or stores, you can say stores, a simple word, stores. System stores each and every detail of incoming message. See here. So this one is without a trace. Without a trace, only this much is the information. There is nothing else. Without trace, there is nothing else. So here, if you click on open text view, very few detail will be available. See here, this much is the detail stored with info. Info is the log level. See. So whereas we'll check the trace message. If you open the trace, see, this is all data. This is all data only, right? See, with the image, everything. And at each and every step, the payload, properties, how much space it requires. See, payload, property. Maybe in this case, it is very similar, very small. Okay. But if it is a big iFlow, there will be n number of steps. Okay. There will be n number of steps like this. N number of steps. So at each and every step, there is a payload logged. At each and every step, there is properties. Everything is logged. Everything is stored in the system. That means it occupies some memory, right? So if you forget to revert the trace option, okay, what happens? For every message, it flows through this iFlow. It will store all that information. Those space on your cloud integration tenant runs out. It fills out fast. That is why SAP has come up with a brilliant idea. Okay, so keep the trace only for 10 minutes. During the 10 minutes, the developer will test the iFlow and finds out where the issue is, and the data which is captured in trace, which is available for 1 hour, it is sufficient for him. Okay. After 1 hour, anyway, that data will be deleted. So it frees up some space on our tenant. Okay. That is the idea behind this trace function. Any doubts here? Any doubts?
Clear.
No doubts, right? So suppose now let's go to our mail again. Here, if you see, till here we discussed, right? Now little bit scroll down. Mail attachment, mail attachment. If you want to send an attachment, click add. Okay, click add. So give the name of the attachment and type. So you can select CSV. So this is the name of the attachment. It is the type of the attachment. So in attachment, there should be some data, right? So what is the source of that data? Is it a header or is it a body? So if I select the body, what happens? Whatever the data is coming in the body, right? I mean, not here in that body expression. Okay. This camel expression, whatever the data is coming here, that will be kept into the attachment. Okay. Let me show you again. Save, deploy. So this time you would have received a mail with attachment. I will show you. Yeah. So it is received. She is saying, see. Here, this is the email 1 minute ago. Okay. So in this, we have the attachment. If you open this attachment, it will have the same content because we kept the same content. Okay. Hello, first email. Did not open properly. Maybe we can download and it open, no problem. Okay. You can check. Okay. So this is how we usually work with our cloud integration. Okay. So we will stop here. So tomorrow we discuss some concepts like different file formats and all, and then we get into what is this content modifier, what are all these options, okay, what is message header, what is exchange property, what is message body, okay, what are these options, everything we'll discuss. Okay, we'll start with the content modifier because content modifier is very important palette option in CPI. Any iFlow without content modifier, there won't be any single iFlow. So every iFlow there will be definitely content modifier. It is very core option of CPI. Okay, That's why we start with this. Okay. So to learn this, we need to know few file formats and all. So I will discuss those file formats, and there is some concept called message exchange and then content modifier. Okay. So we discuss these things in the next class. Guys, please follow the class. So we slowly entering into core concepts. Core concepts. Okay. So till now, whatever we discussed, I mean, in previous classes, we have discussed some general concepts, and we created trial account. After that, we have seen how to create a simple integration flow. Okay. From here onwards, we will go bit deeper into the course. Okay. We will discuss each and every option in detail. So please pay attention and do not miss the classes. If you miss any one class, by coming to the next class, you just refer the recording of previous day. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. If you have any issues,
Okay. Thank
you
you.
can rise now or you can contact me.
Okay. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.